Finding the perfect compact SUV in 2025 can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. You want value, you want tech, and you definitely want something that looks good in your driveway. The choices are better than ever, but that just makes the decision harder. Last year, the Hyundai Kona wowed us and took the top spot in our massive small SUV comparison, but the game has changed. For 2025, we have two major new players on the scene. First up, the all-new Nissan Kicks. It's got sharp new styling, a much-needed all-wheel drive option, and a price tag that's impossible to ignore. Then, we have the refreshed Volkswagen Taos. It's always been practical, but now it's gotten some serious updates, including a new transmission that promises to fix one of our biggest complaints. So, the question is, can the reigning champ, the Kona, hold on to its crown against these tough new challengers? We've got the top-of-the-line all-wheel drive versions of all three. We're going to compare their style, their tech, how they drive, and how they fit into your life to find out which one truly delivers the best bang for your buck. Let's get into it. Let's start with the most expensive of our trio, the Volkswagen Taos SEL, which comes in at $36,575. VW has taken a conservative approach to the styling, but conservative doesn't mean boring. The new for 2025 grille and the clean, mature lines give it a look that says, I'm a grown-up, but I still know how to have fun. It looks like a proper downsized family SUV. Step inside, and that mature feeling continues. VW has given the Taos SEL a real surprise. Genuine leather. Seats, not fake stuff, the real deal. Combine that with heated and cooled front seats and a dual-zone climate system, and the cabin feels decidedly premium. Now, the dashboard design might look a little old-school next to the others with their giant sweeping screens, but I have to say I appreciate the functionality here. You get a choice, classic digital gauges or a full-screen navigation map right in front of you. It's clean and easy to read. One small gripe? These capacitive touch controls for the climate system. They look sleek, but they're just not as easy to use as good old-fashioned buttons. But where the Taos absolutely crushes it is space. On paper, the specs are close, but in reality, this thing feels huge inside. It has more headroom than the others, and the back seat offers incredible stretch-out space. Our photographers found it was the easiest to load their bulky gear into the cargo area. If you're a couple that might become a family, the Taos is, without a doubt, the most practical choice here. Out on the road, the Taos strikes a fantastic balance. Its 1.5-liter turbocharged engine isn't the most powerful, but it gets you from 0 to 60 in a respectable 8.9 seconds. More importantly, the new 8-speed automatic transmission is a massive improvement over last year's model. It's smooth and refined. It can be a little slow to downshift when you need a burst of power, but for everyday driving, it's just right. The Taos feels solid, substantial, and well-engineered, like a true German SUV. Now, let's talk about value. This is the all-new Nissan Kicks SR, and even loaded up with a premium package, it's the bargain of the group at just under $32,000. That's over $4,500 less than the Taos. And for that price, you get a vehicle that looks anything but cheap. Nissan has done a fantastic job with the styling. It's playful and energetic without being polarizing like the old Juke. From these cool-browed fenders to the intricate design of the D-pillar and the sharp 19-inch wheels, the Kicks looks modern and exciting. The inside is just as impressive. We've got this great-looking interior with a mix of faux leather and this really nice red and black cloth. The dashboard is dominated by big, crisp screens that make the car feel very current. And this SR model came with the premium package, which adds a panoramic sunroof and a 10-speaker Bose stereo with speakers right here in the headrest. But this is where the cost-cutting starts to show. Our biggest issue was the driver's seat. None of our testers could find a truly comfortable position. It lacks power adjustment and, more critically, any kind of adjustable lumbar support. The back seat is also the most cramped of the three and lacks its own AC vents. Under the hood, the Kicks has a 2.0-liter non-turbo engine with a 141 horsepower, the least in our test. And yes, it is the slowest, taking 10.4 seconds to get to 60. On paper, that sounds glacial. In reality, thanks to its CVT, it feels surprisingly peppy when you're pulling away from a stoplight. The trade-off for that leisurely acceleration is fantastic fuel economy, the best of the bunch. The Kicks is also the lightest SUV here, and you can feel it. The steering is quick, and it handles with a nimble, agile feel. The ride is a bit firmer than the others, and the engine can get noisy when you push it. But for its price, the Kicks drives with a surprising amount of character. And finally, we come to our defending champion, the Hyundai Kona Limited. Priced in the middle at $35,000 to $75, the Kona still looks like it drove straight out of a sci-fi movie. It's a bold, futuristic design that we love, though we do wonder how it will age over the next few years. Inside is where the Kona really shines and feels a full generation ahead of the others. Our test car's light gray interior felt incredibly open and airy. The screen graphics are slick, the controls are intuitive, and the front seat storage is simply genius. By moving the shifter to the steering column, Hyundai has freed up this massive, versatile space in the center console with retractable cup holders. It's brilliant. The feature list is just staggering for the price: a power driver's seat, heated and cooled front seats, a power tailgate, a great Bose stereo, and Hyundai's fantastic highway driving assist. It's a lavishly equipped vehicle. The back seat is comfortable too, with plenty of amenities, though the backrest is a bit upright for our taste. The Kona Limited comes with a 190 horsepower turbocharged engine, making it the quickest of the bunch by a long shot, hitting 60 caballos in just 7.7 seconds. That power comes at a cost, though, as it also had the worst fuel economy in our test. On a curvy road, the Kona has more body roll than the others, and the steering is just okay. But where it excels is in comfortable cruising. It's the quietest SUV here, with the smoothest ride, making it a fantastic road trip companion. And that highway driving assist system is arguably the best semi-autonomous driving aid in this class, effortlessly keeping the car centered in its lane. So after days of driving, poking, and prodding, it's time to make a decision. We met up at our favorite pastrami spot to hash it out, and we have to start by saying all three of these are excellent choices. But someone has to come in third, and for us, that's the Nissan Kicks. We love the Kicks style and its incredible value. Getting all-wheel drive for this price is a huge win. But this test wasn't just about the lowest price. The Kicks is ultimately less spacious, has fewer features, and its on-road manners reveal its budget-focused engineering. It's a fantastic vehicle, but it's playing in a slightly different league than these two. That left us with a very tough decision between the Hyundai Kona and the Volkswagen Taos. This was a classic battle of the heart versus the head. The Kona appeals to the heart. It's packed with more usable features for less money, the interior is a masterclass in modern design, and it's loaded with dazzling tech. The Taos, on the other hand, appeals to the head. Despite what the spec sheet says, it simply feels bigger and more practical inside. The rear seat is more comfortable, and the cargo bay is more usable. It feels more refined, more mature, and more substantial from behind the wheel. We talked about how we'd use these cars every day, stuck in traffic, running errands, hauling friends and family, and in the end, our heads won out. The winner of this comparison is the 2025 Volkswagen Taos. Yes, it's the most expensive, but it feels like it. The updates for 2025 have transformed it into a vehicle that delivers more of what families and practical-minded buyers are looking for: space, comfort, and a refined driving experience. It's a small SUV that truly feels like a big one. The Hyundai Kona is a phenomenal vehicle and a very, very close second, but the Taos' blend of upscale feel and superior usability is worth the extra cost. So, which one would you choose? The bold and budget-friendly Kicks, the tech-savvy Kona, or the refined and practical Taos? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.